Here is a shoulder flow that's going to start with a rollout and then move into some mobility work. We're going to start with one arm at a time. You can work from 30 seconds up to probably 2 or 3 minutes per side if you really want to work on that, mainly on the rolling grip. So take the ball. We're going to find the middle of the back, the place where you might find that a lot of people actually give you massages. So you might see it's hiding underneath. It's not on the top. It's not on the outside. If you're on a bone, it's not going to feel nice. So you want to find the position between the shoulder blade. There we go. Between the shoulder blade and the spine. From there, on the same side, so I'm using my left arm, take your left hand and cross. What it's going to do is actually pull that scapula off in the way, which actually opens it up for you to feel better. From there, act as if you're doing a heel touch crunch style feel. Don't go really far. You want to keep that ball in between the shoulder blades. You're going to rock side to side and as much pressure as you want. I have a tennis ball right now, which is actually quite light in comparison to some other mobility balls that you might have that are rock solid, a little bit bigger on the other ones as well. So this one I can actually play with as much tension as I want to by kind of leaning into it a little bit. Core is always on. You can brace with a little bit of glute thrust, but the core is always on to allow that you're not rounding too much. So from there, you can play with side to side. We can move up a little bit, so scoot onto the ball a bit more. Keep that shoulder pulled up. So that's going to move the ball down the spine. And then from there, you can go the other way. Move a little bit close to the trap a little bit. That's okay. And make sure you're not on any bones. So back and forth, kind of rubbing it in there. So you could have somebody get their elbow. Do the same thing for it if you want to. The key, there we go, is that we get inside. I've been doing this, been chatting away now for about 40 seconds. Okay, so that's long enough for sure. You can go a little bit longer. And then from there, you're gonna take the hand. By the way, if you do have a little bit of a tense neck, you might be lucky enough to have a small enough ball to put the head on the floor. You do the same thing. If need be, you have a bigger ball, you can place a little bit of support on the neck, on the other hand, all right? But from here, you're gonna take the arm up. We're gonna drop it directly sideways to the floor, keeping the pressure on the ball. There it is. And then coming back up, again, getting that good stretch. So we're shortening the muscle fibers, coming back, and we're stretching it, coming forward. Nice and steady. It's already loosening up already. And then once you've done about 6 to 10 of those maximum, drop your thumb overhead. Nice and slow and steady. If you have a harder, bigger ball, you may find that this actually is quite intense. Again, smaller ball, it can get in there a little bit easier laying down. But there you go. You get that moving. That's your first 30 seconds to a minute, just rolling the ball. And then maximum 30 seconds to a minute more up that way, open it out. From here, we're gonna flip over, same side. Remember the side you just worked? So get that ball out of the way. Same side. We just did the left. So I'm gonna go down, place the right hand flat. Okay, let's go down this way. Nice and flat. We're gonna reach the arm straight out. And from there, we're gonna go straight up. So that's straight out for me, okay? We're gonna go straight up. Nice exhale as you reach upwards. Keep the arm straight. Good. 3 to 5. I would even say 2 to 5 would be just fine with that. Once you've done that, we're going to do a clock angle going down. So coming here, we just did straight up. Now we're going to move across. That was about 12 o'clock. You're down to 11. Yeah? Same thing. Up, down, nice hold, back up. Hold, down, again. Exhale as you go up. Good. That was 11 o'clock. Move down to about 10 o'clock. Yep, so we're not straight across yet. Good. Again, 2 to 3 to 5. So just more than one, ideally. And then moving down, directly sideways. We'll go again. You may find as you bring the hand lower and lower down the clock, it gets a little bit easier to raise, and that's fine. That's just biomechanics. There you go. From there, our third exercise, if possible, grab a band. Okay, we have a light band and a heavier band, whichever band works for you. If you don't have one, not a problem. You can start with the body weight one. Come down and you get some external rotation, right? Hand down, external rotate that way. Okay, that's brilliant, brilliant. If you have a band though, which I am biased to bands, let's move it this way. We're gonna take your band, we're gonna hold it. Again, red band's a little harder, yellow band's a bit easier. You're gonna hold that to one side. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're just to the left side. So it's gonna be opposite hand, so right hand down. And then get as close your hands, the harder it is, okay? The further away, the easier it is. So you find the intensity you need. You keep that straight arm, and then we're gonna pull it up and out. The feeling, or the sensation, let's say, is trying to actually hold a sheath for a sword. You're gonna pull that sword out of its sheath. The goal is not to rotate, but work on extending the arm up and back. And down again. Okay. So we're gonna go 6 to 8 of these, or 6 to 10, ideally. Over time, you'll be able to progress more and more. Again, you don't want to go too intense, or you won't be able to find you get up there at all. So find the intensity you need. Up, and down. Here's a side one for 1 or 2 reps. You can do this standing. I like doing it kneeling, because you don't really have to feel. You don't have to feel any more control. So you can just stabilize while you're kneeling down. There you go. Once you've done one side, that should feel warm. Go into the other side, starting with the ball, and then move into laying down, raising up again, and then pulling out the sword from its sheath. So hope that warms the shoulders up, at least loosens it up from a tight working day, or actually do it nice and short and sweet, and do that prior to your upper body day. You'll feel really good with it as well.